Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new subscribers or just stopping by to watch this video, welcome. Your presence is greatly appreciated and I thank you so much for tuning in to today's word. Now today, I have a quick word and warning to give to you all, both believers and non-believers, that will help you to reflect upon how we speak to others, especially during their time of trouble or adversity. This word specifically pertains to how we react to someone who you may not necessarily like, an enemy, someone that you don't agree with, or simply someone who is struggling in their sin. So, I'm going to briefly give you guys two examples of this and share a little testimony of how I can relate to this word. So, not too long ago, I saw a video of a popular Christian YouTuber or evangelist that was attacked and severely injured for trying to help someone in need. Under the video, I was reading through the comments and I saw many people pouring out their love and support and prayers for this person. But on the other hand, I also saw people saying really mean things like, "This is karma. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You was looking for smoke and you got it." These words were very harshly spoken to this person in their time of grief and adversity, which shows a lack of empathy that these people had towards this person. The second example, I saw a video of a celebrity. Now, as we all know, celebrities often get all types of comments and messages sent to them. But in this particular video, the celebrity was being interviewed and was quite vulnerable in sharing their feelings about being rich and famous. When I was watching the video, I felt in my spirit that this person was crying out for help, as you could see the pain in this person's face. Although this person has much worldly success, she is suffering in her sin and is missing the most important thing in life, which is a relationship with God. Even with an obvious appearance of sadness and distress, there were people in the comments saying things like, "You sold your soul and now you have to pay," or "Nobody told you to become famous. This is the life you chose." Unfortunately, I often see these types of comments from fans or normal everyday people, even some Christians, who clearly show resentment and jealousy towards celebrities and their access to riches and fame. Now, I gave you guys those two examples to show you how harsh we can be towards people in their times of trouble. This is often connected to a spirit of bitterness and vengefulness that comes with having to deal with our own pain and struggles, in which we want others to suffer with us, especially if that person is considered an enemy or lives an opposing lifestyle according to our beliefs. With that being said, the Lord has led me to read Proverbs chapter 24, verses 17 through 18, which says, "Do not gloat when your enemy falls. When they stumble, do not let your heart rejoice. Or the Lord will see and disapprove and turn his wrath away from them." Now, I know this is hard to accept, but just because someone is your enemy or you don't like someone doesn't mean you can rejoice at their pain or time of judgment. Yes, this person may have done something wrong to you or something wrong in general that you don't agree with, and the Lord will deal with them on that. But I come to tell you that the Lord will also deal with you as well, especially if you take the time to kick someone when they are down. In addition to the spirit of bitterness, showing contempt towards someone during their adversity can also be a sign of arrogance especially when we think we are more righteous than others. Let's take me for an example. This is my testimony. Okay. Now, years ago, I was an avid Twitter user where I would tweet pretty much everything that I felt and thought, which we know is often not wise to do. I remember one instance where I had written something about young single mothers, criticizing them for having multiple babies and needing public assistance. This was a time when I had not yet become a mother myself. Well, fast forward to maybe about 4 or 5 years later, I ended up in the same exact situation. What I had judged from the outside looking in became what I had to face in my own life. I too became a young single mother needing public assistance to get by, dealing with the shame and guilt of my sins that had led me to this point. The Lord showed me this recently, that He had allowed me to go through this experience to teach me about being self-righteous. Because you can judge someone in the midst of their sins and their problems, not realizing that the same thing can happen to you in your sins. Now that I look back on this, I can see how this was the beginning of my wilderness journey, where I had to experience many years of adversity and painful experiences to become closer to God and learn the importance of humility. So, in a nutshell, for this word, my testimony is basically the warning. God is warning us that we must watch what we say to or about people during their time of adversity, because what you say can be prophetic, foreshadowing what is to come to your own life or those around you who you love. Okay, so to end this video, I'm going to read one more scripture that truly embodies what today's word is about, and that is Luke chapter 18, verses 9 through 14, which talks about the parable of the Pharisee and the tax collector. It reads, "He also told this parable to some who trusted in themselves that they were righteous and treated others with contempt. 2 men went up into the temple to pray, one a Pharisee and the other a tax collector. The Pharisee, standing by himself, prayed thus: 'God, I thank you that I am not like other men, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even like this tax collector. I fast twice a week. I give tithes of all that I get.' But the tax collector, standing far off, would not even lift up his eyes to heaven, but beat his breast, saying, 'God be merciful to me, a sinner.' I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, but the one who humbles himself will be exalted." Okay, guys, so on that note, I'm going to end the video here. Okay, please pray to the Lord for confirmation of what was being said today. It is important that we watch how we treat one another, because the Lord is aware of every idle word we speak and may use those words to teach us a lesson. It is not always easy, and you may have to ask God to show you how to give grace and mercy to others, especially for your enemies or those who live their lives in ways you don't quite understand. All right? So, I love you all, and I pray that you all will have a blessed week and holiday. Take care, guys. Bye.